Okay, everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for the Natas 3 level over at overthewire.org. The first thing we want to do to access Natas level 3 is we need to adjust the level number in the URL address bar over here. We change the number 2 to the number 3, and then we manually navigate to the page. It's going to ask us for a username and a password. Remember, this is Natas level 3, so the username is Natas3. And the password is going to be the password you got from the last level. Once you've done that, click on Sign In. What's going on this page? So this is Natas level 3. It says there is nothing on this page. So it also said there's nothing on this page for the previous level, and that was not true. So what we need to do is we need to take a look at the HTTP source. We can right-click and select View Page Source. And what do we see in the comments over here? So in the comments over here, it says no more information leaks. Not even Google will find it this time. So here's the thing. The comment here refers to Google finding information on the website. And what they're talking about are search engine robots. Search engine robots are programs that are designed to go to websites and map out their contents. Let's talk a little bit more about this. So before we do that, let's talk a little bit about HTTP requests. So HTTP is the backbone of the internet, and all web browsers receive web page contents by sending HTTP requests to web servers. In return, the web servers send the web browser an HTTP response, which is rendered by the browser and presented to the user. So each HTTP request is made with a specific HTTP method, sometimes called an HTTP verb, which tells the web server what kind of interaction you want from it. So the most common HTTP method is the get method, which gets web pages. Most common of HTTP method is the get method, which retrieves the contents of web pages. Okay. And the web server will always return an HTTP status code with its response. So this is something that you don't see in the web browser because this is information that the user probably doesn't want to see. So it sends an HTTP status code with its response in the form of a 3-digit number. Any code in the 2XX range is considered a successful response. So let's, with that out of the way, with that educational little nugget out of the way, let's talk about Natas level 3. We're talking about the Robots.txt file. Search engines such as Google, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, etc. use programs called robots to visit websites and map out their web pages. However, this may cause sensitive areas of the websites to appear in the search results. In order to prevent this, website administrators can add a file called robots.txt to their website, which specifies which directories and/or pages of the website are off limits to search engine robot programs. Unfortunately, if malicious users know how to find the robots.txt file, the contents of the file could potentially lead them to sensitive areas of the website. So the robots.txt file basically could potentially tell bad people where to find sensitive data on the website. And let's talk a little bit more about that now. So for example, we could go to google.com, and google.com has a robots.txt page. So you can go to google.com/robots.txt. So when you access google.com/robots.txt, you're going to see all the directories that Google allows and disallows for search engine robots. So it's going to allow these directories here. It's not going to allow these sections to be indexed. And it's basically a long list of different endpoints that can and cannot be accessed by these search engine robots. So this is the case in Natas level 3. So in the comment it says not even Google will find it this time. This means we're going to be taking a look at the robots.txt file. So over here, we're going to manually navigate to robots.txt, and we're going to find these contents. All right, so we see in the robots.txt file that the file explicitly says that search engine robots are not supposed to look at this endpoint right here, which is the secret endpoint, which is spelled with these numbers in place of the letters. We can go ahead and copy that, and then we can manually navigate to that endpoint. We're going to replace robots.txt with /secret/. So this is a hidden directory apparently. And we're going to see here that this directory here is also it also has directory listing enabled, which is the problem that we found at the last level. We see here that there's only a single file inside this directory, and it's this users.txt file. So we're just going to go ahead and open this up, and we once again see that there's an unencrypted password located in the file here for Natas level 4. So let's go ahead and copy this password and copy it to our own notes over here. All right, so everybody, that was Natas level 3. Let's do a little review of what we looked at on this level. So the username for the level was Natas level 3. The password was this. The web vulnerability that we discovered was the robots.txt file points to a directory with sensitive information. And the method of solve for this level was access robots.txt, then navigate to the directory indicated and read the users.txt file. Okay, so everybody, that was a guided walkthrough for the Natas 3 level from the Natas series of web app vulnerability challenges hosted over at overthewire.org. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.